friends, my name is Rick and welcome to my Cape Cod life. It's late spring. Let's go look at the garden. Here's the chicken garden. I have my Patriot blueberry over there, my Blue Ray blueberry over there. In the middle, in one of the IKEA bags, which I still have to wrap in burlap, I have sown some Thai blue butterfly pea. And I also planted them in the rear of those grow bags. I've also did a sugar baby bush watermelon. See what we get out of that. That grow bag has a 42-day tomato with some calendula. And that one over there is an old German with a little bit of marigold in front. My green stalk is bursting with food, and I harvested this like, what, 4 or 5 days ago? This is loaded with greens again. Seeing a little bit of pest damage. There are leaf hoppers. I'm not very fond of them. They're mostly going after the tatsoi, so I'm kind of leaving that there as a sacrifice. But the rest of it looks delicious. To the right, I have some dwarf tomatoes. One of them is for my mom and a couple of other ladies I know. And the hanging one I'll put in the garden soon. All right, to the left of the gate, I have a grow bag that has moonbeam summer squash. It's a patty pan. We have germination. Welcome to the party. Let's go over to the other side, to the right of the gate over here. We have costata, romanesco, zucchini. Hi, welcome to the party. I just planted that last week. As I walk in, to the left I have a container. It has parsley that wintered over. But over here are the red noodle beans. This is going to be quite the party in the garden this year. And then let's look to the other side on the right. I have some golden beets and green noodle beans. And a new garden butterfly. Right, let's keep going to the right. Over here, I have some basil in the front. And what is this? This is a black strawberry. It's a cherry tomato. The oak trees are shedding. All right, keep walking. Over here, I have some marigold and Thai basil. And in the back, I have planted honey nut winter squash. It's that small butternut. The next grow bag, I have some lemon thyme down there, another black strawberry, and I believe that's a 42-day tomato as well. In this grow bag so far, I have just silver thyme, and I have a container right to its left with oregano. We looked at some of the containers and grow bags. This is the first bed on the right. I just put up the netting over the brassicas because I had seen my first worm of the season. Now, I also have this chard that's going to seed. I'm going to try to, I don't know if it needs pollinators when it blooms, so I have to research that, but I think I thought of a way where I can exclude it outside of the netting. That's the rest of my first batch of radishes down there. There's some volunteer cilantro and a bunch of weeds. Carrots are coming up over there. I'm gonna have to weed, but I need to know what's carrots and what's grass, so I need the carrots to show me their leaves. Beyond that, I have my second crop of raspberries. And all along this trellis, which I'm hoping to replace in the next couple of days, I planted the pole beans. Let's see if I can focus on right there. Do you see there's a little weed, but that is the bean about to germinate. Someone's afraid I'll come to the party. So that would be a blue lake green bean. And I also have rattlesnake beans planted back there. Okay, well, here is that retired watering trowel. I have dill. I have beets planted in here. I have a creeping rosemary. That is a Thai basil. This is an evil olive tomato. It's a grape tomato that's green on the outside and bright red on the inside. And this is a black cherry tomato. Down in the back, that's the piccolino basil. This is the black-seeded Simpson, which has cilantro sprouting from the sides. It was an accident in sowing. And then I had the Merlot lettuce on the ends. So definitely we'll be harvesting this black-seeded Simpson lettuce. They'll give a little more light for the beets and the tomatoes to start taking off. Let's pan over to the bed. That's the first one on the left. That's butterhead lettuce. It's a bib lettuce. Back there I have a brandywine tomato. This is the giant crimson. It was a lost heirloom that Luke of M.I. Garner resurrected from an old pack of seeds he located. Merlot lettuce. Some of the thyme is coming back. This is a Paul Robeson tomato. I believe back there is the old German. This one is another brandywine. Oh, you know, that might be a better boy. That's the old German over there. Ooh, plates on lettuce. What could that mean? And back there, I believe, is another better boy. More lettuce over there. The one in the corner is a red deer's tongue. More dill. My pretty decoration. And I am going to go back to this morning when I talked about why these plates are on this frisee. And why do I have dinner plates in the garden? Over here and over here, I have frisee, which is an endive type lettuce. Like this, very bitter. But that's why it's grown. But to make it just a little sweeter, let's get to those dinner plates. All right, you see what I've done there? I put the dinner plates on the frisee. And the reason for that is because I want to blanch it, meaning I want it to discolor, turn like that whitish yellow, you know, like when you leave something on the lawn too long. What that'll do is actually force it to sweeten up just a tad and give it a more mild flavor. I have a few knobby radishes left in this container, which I'm going to be pulling out soon. Right next to it, I have an alpine strawberry that's huge. I also have lavender in there, and I tucked a lettuce in. And then I had another container right over from that, where I have a couple of Merlot lettuces there too. There's a whole bunch of snow peas. I'm not even sure which variety that one ended up being. It might be a mixture. That's what I mostly did. But my golly, that's gotta be 4 feet tall. And the leaves on some of these vines are incredible. Look how big those leaves are. Snow peas. let's swing around to here because I have snow peas on this trellis as well. Down in this bed, a little more lettuce. That's a beautiful lavender plant back there. That's another Frisee that I just talked about. When it gets a little bigger, it'll get its own plate. That's a volunteer cilantro, and I have rows of bush beans. Oh, as a matter of fact, the first dragon tongue has germinated. Welcome to the party, bean. So that is a row of dragon tongue. I have a row of royal burgundy, top notch, which is a yellow, and centeno, which is a green bean. That's my sage. Right over there you see lettuce leaf basil. It's a big leaf basil that you can use as a wrap. And behind that is some calendula. These are a couple of happy chickens doing their dust bath. Hi girls. Alright, I'll let you get back to it. There's this bed. Hi dragon. There's some more lettuce leaf basil. That's a little clump of thyme. That is the garlic. She has a crop of garlic. So big. Gosh. It'll be taller than 3 feet already. That should be ready in the middle of July. On the other side, I think I have a marigold planted. Okay, I know it's weedy, but we've just had a lot of rain, and I've been planting everything out. This is the asparagus bed. Has a few extras. I have some zinnias planted. This is some violas. I got a big clump of violas over there. Some rosemary. I see some Thai basil and marigold. That's a sprout of asparagus. Got one behind that weed over there, so I have a bunch of it finally coming up. I'm so excited to eat this in 2 or 3 years. I hate waiting. I didn't mention that this bed on the left as you first enter the garden, I also planted my cucumbers out yesterday. Of course, they're not germinated yet. And this morning, I should have done this like a month ago, but I planted my dahlias, at least into pots for now. So hopefully they take off. It'll just be a little later, but beautiful as always. And yeah, my pathways are weedy. Well, there you go, friends. That's my little spring garden tour. I hope you enjoyed seeing what I'm doing so far. There's still more to do. I need to put in the peppers, the okra. That'll come later. I have some melons I still need to sow. So there's always a little bit more to do. Obviously, some weeding needs to get done certainly soon, and then I'll be looking at mulching most of the garden. So, thank you for watching this. Please consider liking and subscribing and share if you would do that. That always helps. And as always, my Cape Cod life.